Alright, so this is going to be an acrylic pour over a drawing of a woman's face that I drew. I'm going to paint the face, but I'm going to do a pour on the hair. And I'm thinking I'm going to do a pour on the background first, then do the hair. So I'm trying to think this through, but I wanted to video the process. This is part of my woman series of paintings that I have done, and I'm going to get started with painting the face, and I'm just going to use straight paint. This is Deco Art, and I'm going to mix it with this color here. This is a coral, I think. It's a peach. So I'm going to start by painting the face, and I'm going to use a large brush because this is a big area. Then I can take a smaller brush for around the eyes and mouth. For the background, I'm going to use different shades of blue and a yellow gold. These are all Deco Art. The blues is a tropical blue, island blue, aqua, which is a turquoise, and an aqua blue. And so I am going to just start doing the pour on the background, and I'm going to do it in, I'm not going to just pour it on, I'm going to do controlled pour here, meaning just, there's not much paint left in here. Boy, it's sputtering out. Well, we'll use the last of it, won't we? Alright, that's the end of that. Let's try Island Blue. You know what? That's the exact same color. Wow. It's the same color. Go figure. And there's not much left in that either. I want some aqua. Let's try aqua blue. I don't need a lot of colors for the background. Got to get out some of these bubbles before I do my next step here. There, that's better. So the next step is taking a hair dryer, and I'm going to just blow this out, fan it out, and we're going to do swipes on the hair. Mini blower here. So what I have to do now is let this dry. I don't want the splatters, so This is going to be the hair part. I'm not going to let it fully dry. I'm only going to let it dry for like, I think an hour, because I want the hair to blend in with the background. So it needs to be a little wet. So I'll be back in an hour. All right? This is dry. I wasn't going to let it dry, but I ended up having to leave the house, and so it completely dried. The next step is for me to cut out. I traced the face, the head, on contact paper here, and this happens to be transparent, so I didn't need transparent paper because this is transparent. So now I'm going to just cut this out and place it over the head so I can pour the hair. All right, so I have put the contact paper over the face and the neck part of this. The face was dry. You do have to wait for the face to dry if you've painted it first. And so now I'm going to use some real whimsical colors. I'm going to use a pink and a coral. I'm going to do yellow gold. I'm going to do the aquas to bring out the background, and purples. These are pre-mixed paint, and this isn't a tutorial on how to mix paint. So, but I did use in my mixtures, I did use 2 parts floetrol to 1 part paint and some water. So all of these have a very good consistency that I like. I have to turn this toward me instead of you. Well, maybe, no, you know, I have to be able to see what I'm doing. I could put the camera over there and then you'd see it upside down. So either way, you're seeing it sideways or upside down. So let me see if I can bring you in closer. Bring this camera in a little bit closer. All right, I think that's the best we can do. Now, before I start pouring the paint on the hair, I have my paper towels cut up into thin strips like this so that I can do thin swipes. I don't want to do a big swipe. I want to do thin swipes. So I'm going to start with the aqua on the hair, and I'm going to follow the lines that I've drawn. Not exactly, but I have a vision on how I want the hair to flow. And now for the swiping part. Take my spray bottle, and I'm spraying the end of the paper towel. Or should I, let's go this way first. little more paint. I'm going to follow the lines there. So I wet this, but I'm folding it. It gives me more of a control. All right, that's the overview. Let's come down and look closer because the colors, I'm in love with the colors. These are the swipes. All right. So that's what we have so far. I might play with that a little bit. I had to cover that while it's drying, and these are pretty handy, but I found a fly in my art studio buzzing around, and until I catch it, I've got to protect this because I've had them land in my paintings before. Okay, it's completely dry. I had to leave the house, and so it dried more than I wanted it to, because now I'm going to have to blend in. See how it bleeds? So you do touch-ups there. But I don't like the straight line that occurs here. I wanted to bring the hair in a bit on the forehead. So we're going to do a little bit more on the paint. I'm going to turn this back toward me so I could see what I'm doing. But I do want to add some into the face a little bit and have coming this way. All right. She's finished. Did the details of the face. I did the eyes and the mouth, and the hair came out really splendid. I'm really pleased with the second pour of this because it does blend in with the first pour, yet it has a better design in it. So we've got some nice cells in the first pour, some nice motion in the second, and I'm quite pleased, and I hope you enjoyed watching.